Hey there, and welcome back to the Worry of Newport. And I have arrived, sort of, at Newport, finally, after going through the catacombs. There appears to be a body of water in the way, a sea or a river of some kind. You can see the fires in the distance. Yep, follow the torches. I think I've got to go this way. I think.
And then I heard it. The screaming, the crying, the explosions. Flashes of light silhouetted the smoke against the horizon, and it was then that I realized Newport was still alive, still under siege. My journey ahead was to be enormously difficult, but even on those beaches, I had not the faintest idea of the destruction you brought, Grey.
Right, okay. Well, time is of the essence then. I've got to get over there. There's something ahead on this side that's also on fire. Ah, what's this? Oh, is it a... I was going to say boardwalk across. Oh! Oh, now where am I going?
Yes, Grey. The second memory, the one I am now describing for you, was of me walking down a long road in the winter.
Okay.
It must have taken place some time after the previous in the house. The biting cold ate at my scarcely clothed frame, and I could only drag my feet and stare through frosted eyes as I progressed towards some goal, end to which I felt driven.
Right. Somewhere near Bresson Harbour. I'm not sure if I've heard that before. Let's see if I can get in here. Well, the door's open, sort of. Ah, it's frozen. I can't move it. What about the other door? There's sure to be another door, isn't there? Probably the same. Frozen, yeah. Is there another one? It could be. Third time lucky, maybe. No. No, I'm not getting in that one. There's another one over there. And that door seems to be open. Well, actually, it doesn't have a door.
I felt motivated, truly compelled to drag myself across that muddy, frozen road. I knew some unimaginable reward must lie waiting for me at the end, lest I was tricked to die in the wilderness. Even as a memory, I felt bound to the experience. It was as if I were truly there. And yes, I chose not to tell you of this memory before, as I knew it would conflict with your judgment. But it seems, Grey, that you have caught on to my lapse of information.
He's not sure if he's really there or not. I think he might be. I think he might have just sort of teleported, you know. There was talk of some sort of magic. Ah, here we go. Huh. I was going to say, the roof's not doing a real load of good, is it? Oh. Oh no, not again. There's a book on the table, though. Okay, page 1 of 3 in the Diary of Herman Time. Don't think that's a name we've heard before. Although he knows about Dorian Com. Right, he met a pretty horrific end. His throat was sliced, and his eyes were carved out of his head. The smile on his face will haunt the rest of my natural life. Okay, moving on to page 2. He's contemplating burning the letter, including his house. Wow. His gravestone inscription speaks more than the sum of its words about this revelation. Page 3. Ah. This is Dorian's letter, right. Gluttonous creatures that crawl through unknown Stygian catacombs. Sounds familiar. Right, okay. Lovely. So, hold on a moment. One of these graves out here is his, maybe. Although I did see one in the catacomb. It says something about Dorian. Maybe that was it. Or maybe this one over here, the big one. No? I don't know. There's nothing etched on any of these, so I don't know. Let's just continue on. No, wait. This is it. Rest in peace, Dorian Calm. I was, and I shall be again. Alright. Yeah, let's continue. So, you enter the house, go through the other side. There's no more books, right? So, no. Okay, through here. The trail of blood. Does that go over the wall? Well, I can get over the wall. Although I don't see any more blood. The snow may have covered it, though. Where am I going? Am I going the right way? What's that? Ah! I wonder, can I get over that?
I see.
Yes, it is.
What do you know about my memories that you're not telling me? Was it you who put that note on the woman's grave?
I don't see any more torches. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. There is something down there, though. Some sort of building. Long way away.
So be it. I ventured down the trail of the outline of the mountain inside. I made my way down a steep traverse and looked down at a relatively small port in the distance where I knew the ferry would be in a few hours. From here I cannot say what happened, but it makes sense that this was my journey here to Newport.
Oh. I can't move. That'll take your time. So am I back in reality now? Just like a mile away from Newport? Yes, I think I'm back. Right, this way, I think? Yes, over here. Ah. Okay, this might be my route across. Time is of the essence. People are dying over there, but oh well, let's read.
His judgment seems so careless. Oh, how I wish to go with him to South America, and how useful I could have been to him. He is foolish to assume I do not have proper experience in venturing there before. I have been in his shoes, trying fruitlessly to discover the ancient Mayan secrets entombed for centuries among the thick jungles. But he would not take me, insisting the trip was too dangerous. At least there is comfort to be had in Alan Marsh accompanying him, even if I do not like or trust that man. He will be gone for 2 years on his expedition, and I know how little I shall hear from him. I resign myself to loneliness, and will take up further study of the fable of Tigras to occupy my time.
The fable of Tigris? Tigris? That's not ringing any bells, I'm afraid. Maybe it should be. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Yeah, these things, whatever the hell they are pretty good at destroying boats. Right, so there's got to be something over here. It's not a bridge over though. Is this a boathouse by any chance? There's a boat! Yes! This has got to be my way over then. What are you going to do with that? Okay, right, yeah. Now how's this one going to move? Oh, it's got a little motor at the back. That isn't working. Oh. No, it's working. Okay. Okay, we're approaching the pier now, so I've made it. Okay, now I need to keep on my toes and keep an eye out, because if this place is still under siege, if it's still under attack, I could be going into some real danger here. Are they buildings on fire over there? Or trees? Maybe both. I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
There I was, looking over Newport, astounded by the destruction and the compounding violence. I do not know what I had expected. I was in disbelief that there was even a colony on this forsaken island. Within the houses were countless diaries, countless pleas, countless clues. I could almost hear the echoing of battle even after it had long passed. Or so I thought.
Or so you thought. Right, so keep an eye out for diaries and stuff then in houses if there's countless amounts of them. Right, okay. Let's go. Oh, there's a stool at the end with... Yep, there's another book. I'm afraid everyone who's in trouble is going to have to wait.
After 2 years, Gray has finally come off the boat in Bressan, returning home at last. Seeing 2 coaches full of material even before I saw him, I knew for a fact that his expedition was not a failure. At first, I could not place the vibe in the air, but when he saw me, he looked confused, contemplative and sunken, as if trying to remember who I even was. Raw emotion overtook me, however, and I embraced him before calculated judgment occurred. He did not put his arms around me in return. Of note, il y a mes embraces. I found a few old books written in Latin with absolutely no business being in the tombs I scoured. A few historical swords and armaments with the same inscriptions on them. But of most particular note, I found a globe. Dirty, scarred, and cut up. But a globe of the earth, dated to about the 12th century. I was perplexed. I backed off and saw the tears welling in his eyes. The stagecoach driver behind him was donning a black coat and ash cane. "Where is Alan Marsh?" I asked. Gray's face twisted in a flurry of emotion. But he ended his silent reply with a mere smile.
Okay, he's come back a different man by the sounds of it. I mentioned Bresson. I wasn't too far away from Bresson a moment ago when I had that memory. 5 miles away, I think it said, to Bresson Harbour. Right, gotta go this way. I'm going to keep an eye out for anything that looks even remotely suspicious. I don't want to get ambushed. Not really a time and place for reading, but I don't know. You can't stop him, really. I wonder, can I take a lantern? Sort of. I guess this'll have to do for a weapon. What is that? I saw that from the boat. I'm too curious, I've got to go see. That's if it will let me anyway. But there's torches up ahead, so that generally means I can go there. There we go. Just hop across there. Yes. There we go. Right. The history of Tigris and the dawn of man. Right, okay. Let's read. I'll read the first page. The black man from the hooded Vienne requested my counsel today, fumbling with prophecies written in the tears of mortal desperation. Confidence born of ignorance. His tale elicited the stipulation that the Nazarene was born. Superstition. I already know of him and who he will become. I have spoken with his father. He shall not succeed. The children of Bethlehem will be buried under the mourner's bench. And then there's some sort of glyph or symbol down there. A combination that I just can't read. And we go on to page 2. Knowledge was never intended to be at the grasp of your species. You are slaves. You are lucky your masters have fallen asleep. Okay, going to page 3 now. There we go. I could imagine they could be coaxed into cooperation with the right deliverance. So they were trying to formulate a deal with them. They have cannibalist tendencies, but it's not a substitute their intelligence, because their arts and speech surpass the land pillagers. And the last part seems to be cut off. Page 4. Tigris was a magnificent city in Mesopotamia, right. Where I am going, I have no use for eyes. Okay, that sounds a bit like Event Horizon to me, but yeah. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, is that his blood by any chance? I don't know. Ooh, let's go. I should really be concerned with the people getting attacked in this place. I heard some screams earlier. But I'm just such a bookworm, I can't stop. Should help them out if I can. Although I don't know how much good I can I can really do. Right, there's more torches, so let's go that way. More boats and ships on fire I see in the distance. Tank traps over there? Maybe I'll... okay. That startled me a little bit there.
Newport Harbour. I had imagined it much before finally seeing it, but it was then that I realized its scope. A mass of piers, nets, shipyards, storehouses and dockhouses, all to waste, all abandoned. I did not dare venture on the piers themselves, but the adjacent storehouse and reception interested me greatly.
Really? Well, there's a book here. Let's read this. The Journal of Captain Danforth. I guess, yeah, the deal worked. The fish come to us now. So, Marsh and Gray are talking about the transitional ceremony. An offer. Gray smiled like I've seen no man grin before. Okay, well, that's how the deal was done then, I guess. Yeah, I should probably get back, really. Explore these places. I've got to find these countless diaries. That is, if I can go up here. Come on, invisible barriers, don't be here. That's a good sign. Was that a wolf howling? Oh dear. Right, so I'm going to check everything I possibly can. Start over here then. Just looking for books, really. Looking for books and people to help. Although I doubt I'm going to find people to help. They're probably already dead. I see nothing. Right. It's been boarded up. I can't get in there. Right. Let's keep going. Gunfire. Someone's still alive. Number 58. Can I get into number 58? Nope, can't go in that one. By the looks of it, there's nothing inside anyway. Let's keep going. Done. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming. There's nothing there. This one? What was that? That sounded like someone said something. Something said something. Shit. Yeah, okay. Right, not going in there. Books. Any diary pages or anything. What's all this bollocks about countless diaries? I haven't seen one yet.
I find it interesting, Gray, that pockets of resistance were so rare. These creatures fascinate me even still. I wonder what they look like.
Well, I've seen glimpses of them. They sort of tried to attack me in the catacombs. Please don't creak. Not when I'm standing so close to it. Yeah, it's just destroyed. Well, this house looks okay, actually. Oh, this is a school
I
building, isn't
find
it?
it difficult to relate just how horrifying walking these streets truly was. In every direction was a house. In every room, bodies. In every pit or ditch, bullet casings and puddles of blood and oil. And everywhere, the smell of ash. The unceasing howling began to drive me mad. How is it, Grey, you found it more rewarding to destroy this colony than to save it?
Will we ever find out? Oh, look at that. Scratch marks on the floor. Oh, no. Not scratch marks on the floor. That's fucking grass coming through the floor. God damn, I'm making it up as I go along. Right, I can't unfortunately go upstairs because for some reason I can't lift my foot high enough to get up the first step. So, I'm going out and I'm going to continue. Nothing here that I can see. Somebody was having a meeting here though, it looks like.
I found my mind spinning,
Oh, not again.
racing to recount some new archaic memory.
Here we go.
I fainted, finding myself then in a dreamlike state. I was now in a desert, travelling up a sand hill over which lay some ancient ruins.
What? Right. Okay, yeah. Yep, looks like it. I am now in the desert. Okay, we will continue this in part 7. We'll find those ancient ruins. See you next time.